Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And if you're new, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a dating red flags with 5 columns ranging from good thing, doesn't matter, manageable, deal breaker, and block them. Now, I'm probably not going to even use the block them tier for this one. But yeah, if you like a video like this, comment down. I might do another one for y'all. And give me some ideas in the comment section. But anyways, yeah, I'm just get straight to it. Number one is need constant reassurance. Now, a lot of these are going to be depending on certain things. I'm gonna base this list kind of what I would do in a situation and what I think you should do as a man in a situation. But needing constant reassurance is one of those things that is like, if it's overdone, then yeah, it's a bad thing. But sometimes I guess women just want to be loved and feel like they are loved when they hear it multiple times a day, multiple times a week, however much. So yeah, I don't think it's a super bad thing. I wouldn't even go as far to say it's like, oh yeah, we can't even do this. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on the manageable side. Next up, we got immature. Now, immature comes at levels. I feel like immature has been seen as more of an opinion thing, to where someone feels like you're immature for doing something that other people don't find immature. Now, granted, this is an opinion based thing. So basically, this is saying if you find a girl immature, now obviously that should be a deal breaker. Let's be honest, it should be a deal breaker. I'm not really gonna hold back punches on this video. But if she's doing things to where you're like, hey man, she's too old to be doing this, then yeah, you probably shouldn't be really getting down like that. I'm gonna put that in deal breaker. Next up, we got forgets your birthday. Now, honestly, it's not really a problem if we're just two people who don't care about birthdays. I'm pretty sure older couples really don't care about this, and they probably cared about it when they were young, like when they were our age, if they were married. But if she's one of those girls who wants me to remember her birthday and buy her a gift, the least she can do is remember mine. Because that's just signs of selfishness if she can't even do that. And that's a bigger problem than birthdays, which is what this video is kind of centered around. The principle of how a woman is getting down. Now, granted, I'm speaking to the men. I'm not a woman and I've never dated a man, so I don't know that. But if this is just she forgets your birthday, especially if she doesn't care about her birthday like that, the same way I don't, then this easily goes on the doesn't matter tier. Next up, we got always complaining. Now, granted, a lot of people say, hey, women complain, it's what they do. A woman who doesn't complain is like a bird that doesn't fly or a dog that doesn't bark. Now, if she's always complaining about another person, whether it's at work or one of her friends, then, I'm not the type of guy who listens to that. I feel like the women I do mess around with kind of get the idea that I'm not one of those gossipy type of guys. So they try not to do that for like the first week. In my opinion, depending on age, it could go unmanageable because, you could work on it. Next up, we got lack of boundaries. If you set up boundaries with her, meaning you tell her something that you don't want to be done, and if it is done, this is going to be the repercussions, you've already messed up because if she's passed those boundaries and you still stayed with her, then she just feels like, hey, I'm just getting away with anything. I might as well just keep passing them. And that's an L on your end. This one really doesn't even have to be explained, just deal breaker. Next up, we got dresses provocative. This is another one that could range from this and that. Me personally, I'm not a fan of it at all. Me personally, I feel like women who do dress that way because they lack substance. They don't have the ability to get a man with anything other than how they look physically, right? So that's the main thing they show off because that is how they have gotten every man they want, and that's why they are in the situation they're in. Because you can't get a man with substance if you as a woman don't have substance, unless he's just gonna be miserable for the rest of his life. And it's the same way vice versa. Easy deal breaker for me. Do what you want, but for me. Next up, we got always lying. Now, this is another obvious deal breaker for me because one, I don't like being lied to. Little lies build up to bigger lies. Really doesn't have to be, explained. I'm gonna put this on deal breaker. Next up, we got bad with money. Now, this is another deal breaker for me. One of my biggest unpopular opinions is that I feel like a lot of couples who want to have joint bank accounts, especially if it's mainly coming from one side, is a person who has terrible finances, bad with their responsibilities, and wants to put that burden on someone else. Because there's plenty of couples who just spend their own money. My grandparents were like that. On my dad's side, my grandma had a job and my granddad had a job. And my grandma loved shopping, so she would go shopping with her own money. And it wouldn't affect my granddad because they didn't have, credit together. Not to mention, she wasn't stupid, so she didn't buy things that she couldn't afford or go over a large amount of money. Simple. Deal breaker. Next up, we got overly Next up, we got bad hygiene. Bad hygiene should be an easy deal breaker. And I think of bad hygiene on women, I mainly think of, their private areas, not to be crass. Because most women do smell good. Most women do dress themselves up when they want to be dressed up. But depending on what the box smelling like is one of those things that I can't get over. Or if she's not taking care of herself on that time of the month, yeah, that's bad business right there. Put this on deal breaker. Next up, we got daddy's girl. Now, this is gonna be one of the few good things. Now, granted, I feel like this is one of those things that could be bad because one thing I've kind of noticed is that a lot of dads who have daughters don't raise their daughters valuing anything other than their looks. Like they never complimented their daughter on how good they were at something. It was always, oh, you're pretty, you're beautiful. Any man would be lucky to have you. Men should treat you like this. Men should treat you like that. And there was just no real accountability on the woman's side. So she grows up with that mindset that any man would be lucky to have her and nothing's her fault. And she brings nothing to the table other than her looks because that's what she was raised on. But like I said, I don't think that's every situation. Put this on good thing. Next up, we got still talks to their ex. No explanation. Deal breaker. Next up, we got history of infidelity. This is another one that I really don't think needs to be explained. And yes, it can happen to you, my guy. You ain't that special, my guy. Deal breaker. Next up, we got your family doesn't like them. Now, this is one of the things that honestly is easily going to go on the doesn't matter tier. And that's mainly because the only people who are going to have a real opinion on this woman are the women in your family. And I know this isn't everybody, but in my opinion and in my situation, the opinions of the women in my family, even my mom, doesn't really matter when it comes to women in an all around aspect. Because sometimes they have biases and you're not getting a real read on people. And also, they're not going to be with that person. So, what benefits you, they're not going to see it. What you do to benefit them, they're not going to see it. And what you don't like about that woman, they're also not going to see it. Not saying you should never take any form of advice from them. I wouldn't, but if you want to, go ahead by all means. So it easily doesn't matter for me. Next up, we got clingy. Clingy is one of those things that it's not a deal breaker, but it's super annoying at times, especially if I feel like she just needs validation or if she lacks solitude, because I'm a guy who enjoys my solitude. So this could be all around for whoever you are, but for me, it could be a red flag in the sense of she thinks you're always doing something behind her back when you're not with her. And then that's where we get into dangerous territories. But I think it is something that could be worked on. Put this on manageable tier. Next up, we got calls their ex crazy, especially if it's exes. If they call everybody crazy who came before them, let me tell you something, my boy. I don't think those men are the problem. I think she needs to take a look in the mirror. And in my opinion, this doesn't need to be explained. Deal breaker. Next up, we got heavy drinker. No, that's something for me. I barely drink myself, so the fact that you're a heavy drinker, yeah, that is a recipe for disaster. And for all you women who do drink, that's no hate to you. I'm just not stupid. I know what happens when you get drunk. So deal breaker for me. Next up, we got has kids. Now, me as a man who doesn't have kids, and for men who don't have kids, I highly suggest you don't be with a woman with kids. Me personally, I don't want to do it because I just don't want kids right now at the moment. And if I get with a woman with kids, I have to technically take care of her kids, do I not? I feel like a lot of dudes who date girls with kids get with her because they genuinely believe that's the most attractive woman they can get. And they're like, oh, well, she has kids. Oh, well, it's not much of a problem because she's very attractive. When in reality, they can work on themselves and just be a better version. One of the things I always like to hear is that stepdads are men that women would not want if they didn't have kids. Agree or disagree? Hey, just don't come for me. It's just my opinion. Easy deal breaker for me. Next up, we got constantly jealous. If you're a conventionally attractive guy, if you're just a decent looking guy, you're gonna run into this situation with girls who lack low self-esteem. It's very annoying. Like, it's genuinely not fun to be with those girls. And that's just my opinion. And the reason why is because women are used to getting flirted with a bunch of guys. So if you don't react, it's cool. But if she sees that other women want you, she'll act like it bothers her. When in reality, she likes the fact that you're pre-selected. She likes the fact that other women want you. She likes the fact that you are wanting her and not needing her. And that if she were to leave, that it wouldn't be hard to get another woman. That's why a lot of women stay with men. So yeah, put this on the deal breaker side. Next up, we got smashed your homies. Do I need to explain it? Let's just go ahead and put this right there. Just do it, bro. Come on. Easy. Next up we got plays hard to get or plays games. Playing hard to get is one of those things that I just genuinely don't do. Like if you say things to where you're acting as if you're unattracted to me, I'm not going to go out of my way to validate. Like I don't need your validation. There's multiple other women out here. For instance, I had a girl tell me I was too short one time when I told her my height. Knowing that she was looking at me, liking the height on me, and then heard my actual height and then acted like it was too short. And I was cool with that. I didn't care. She can date another guy. Did she do that? No. Because like I said, she liked what she saw height wise. She was playing hard to get. I didn't play it back. Simple solution. Go. Leave. I don't need you. Also, hard to get's a dangerous game to play because you could be loving up on a girl and she could act like she doesn't want you. And then you just got to do a full pullback, even if she tries to come close. Because it's like, shoot, you want jail time? You want to risk it? No, come on, be smart about it. We're going to put this on deal breaker. And last up on this list, we got lack of communication. Now, that's one of those things I would like to put on deal breaker just because it's like, hey, if you came into the relationship or into the dating market not knowing how to communicate, you probably shouldn't be dating. But it is something that could be worked on. You giving me the silent treatment isn't you communicating. I'm not going to go out of my way to figure out what is wrong with you. I will play dumb. I have no issue playing dumb. I'm not acting like I don't care or anything. I'm just giving the reality of it. And yeah, it doesn't really have to be that much explanation towards why I put it where I put it, but yeah, that's what it is. So we'll put this on manageable. Appreciate you for watching this video if you made it to the end. Like I said, this is my opinion. This is a comedy channel. Calm down. If you got offended by anything I said in this video, look in the mirror. I heard dog or holler. I ain't got much to say. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other stuff on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go crazy this year. Appreciate you. Deuce.